vaccinated. I've said, yeah, I think for the most part it's safe to get vaccinated. I do. But if you're like 21 years old and you say to me, should I get vaccinated? I go, no. Yeah. Are you healthy? Are you a healthy person? Like, look, don't do anything stupid, but you should take care of yourself. You should, if you're a healthy person and you're exercising all the time and you're young and you're eating well, like, I don't think you need to worry about
that's
this.
That's a really dumb take.
I tend to agree with you.
But there's a lot of jobs that will tell you need to have this.
Well, that's what's starting to happen now.
People are worried.
Wait, I'm confused. Because I was under the impression that Rogan was pretty smart overall. Well, I never really watched all of his podcasts. I only watched a couple of his takes about certain things. And sometimes he is pretty shallow about a couple of things. But that's fine because, you can't be a master in everything. But that take is pretty bad.
About them doing it for their children. And we taled about this earlier. There's that you might have to have your children vaccinated. And, I can tell you as someone who's both my children got the virus, it was nothing. I mean, I hate to say that. If someone's children died from this, I'm very sorry that happened. I'm not in any way diminishing that. But I'm saying the personal experience that my children had with COVID was nothing. One of the kids had a headache. The other one didn't feel...
Guys, I want to educate myself at the same with chat. Let's say you're vaccinated, right? And you come into contact with somebody who actually has the thing, who's infectious and contagious. And they spread it to you. Even though you're vaccinated and you're you're rolling it. Do you have the same amount of towards people around you, whether you're immune to it or not? This is slightly less. We don't know yet. Much less.
Feel good for a couple days.
Yeah.
Like maybe not feel good. Like no big deal. No coughing.
Right.
No achy. No like.
Well, my thing is, you're not immune to it. You're still gonna fight it, right? But you're defending against it, so you're not gonna get any symptoms, whatever, because it's not like taking over or anything. So you're not coughing. You're not doing shit. But you still kind of have it. Guys, dude, I feel so bad. Dude, my mom worked in vaccines her entire life, and she knows about all this shit, and I don't know.
In agony, there was none of that. It was very mild.
Contagion.
It was akin to them getting a cold.
Yeah, and you can have this thing where it's like you were saying, this virtue signaling and this kind of like theatrical display of I get the vaccine, what a good person I am, I care about everyone. But you're like, look, my daughter's a lot younger than your kids, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not injecting my daughter with something to fucking virtue signal. Like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
If there's something that she's of no risk, statistically has no risk from, I'm sorry, I'm not taking any experiment on her in that. And that's my attitude toward it.
But it's amazing that that's controversial.
Yeah.
That even saying that, I'm not going to inject my child.
Guys, somehow, I don't know, guys, this is some sort of record. Somehow, they figured out a way to find somebody that had a worse take than Joe's take
with the vaccine is controversial.
That's a fucking feat.
It's
right
crazy. Because again, we are not talking about even the flu that we just found out killed 22,000 people last year. We're not talking about that.
Right.
We're talking about something that is not statistically dangerous for children. But yet people still want you to get your child vaccinated, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, you should be vaccinated if you are vulnerable.
Wait, what about transmitting it to people who are vulnerable, even though you're not vulnerable? What about caring about others and herd immunity? What about the bigger picture, bigger than yourself? No?
Pretends that masks are medically necessary. Give in. This grotesque version of Halloween went on for more than a year, and it's still going on. Not even Tony Fauci still pretends that masks are medically necessary. Instead, masks are purely a sign of political obedience, like Kim Il-sung pins in Pyongyang. We wear them because we have to. The only people who wear masks voluntarily outside are zealots and neurotics. How neurotic are they?
This is bait.
Well, we know.
Okay, their ad rev must be tanking for some of this shit this guy is saying.
Last March found that
they
64%
need the views. We
of
get
white
it.
Americans who classify themselves as
liberal
or very liberal have been diagnosed with an actual mental health condition. And you see them everywhere when you walk down the street in any major city. If you dare to go on foot from Union Station to the Capitol, for example, in Washington without wearing a mask, angry Biden voters will snort at you in judgment. How could you? They're saying from behind the gauze. How could you? That's the question we should be asking of them in return. The rest of us should be snorting at them first. They're the aggressors. It's our job to brush them back and restore the society we were born in. So the next time you see someone in a mask on the sidewalk or on the bike path, do not hesitate. Ask politely but firmly, would you please take off your mask?
What?
Science shows there is no reason for you to be wearing it. Your mask is making me uncomfortable.
Okay. The take, first of all, is dumb. Okay, it's a stupid take. But then to tell people to tell randos to take off their masks, dude, guys, people wear masks for a bunch of other reasons. Dude, I'm pretty sure masks were a thing in other places than the West for the longest time. Don't like Japan have like a high level of masks even without the pandemic before, and even China has a crazy amount of masks even before. To go past this take and say that, oh, tell people to remove their mask, that's just dumb though.
We should do that, and we should keep doing it until wearing a mask outside is roughly as socially accepted as lighting a Marlboro in an elevator. It's repulsive. Don't do it around other people. That's the message we should send because it's true. As for forcing children to wear masks outside, that should be illegal. Your response when you see children wearing masks as they play should be no different from your response to seeing someone beat a kid in Walmart. Call the police immediately. Contact Child Protective Services. Keep calling until someone arrives. What you're looking...
Wait, how is it even... Okay, wait, the only thing illegal about any of this is saying this on TV. Wait, how is it legal? He's saying... Wait, is he not encouraging people to, like, call the police wrongfully?
At is abuse. It's child abuse, and you are morally obligated to attempt to prevent it. If it's your own children being abused, then act accordingly.
Is it telling people to do a
Let's
crime?
say your kid's school emailed you to announce that every day after lunch, your sixth grader was going to get punched in the face by a teacher. How would you respond to that? That's precisely how you should respond when they tell you that your kids have to wear masks on the soccer field. That is unacceptable.
Wait, what the...
Prevent it. If it's your own children being abused, then act accordingly. Let's say your kid's school emailed you to announce that every day after lunch, your sixth grader was going to get punched in the face by a teacher. How would you respond to that? That's precisely how you should respond when they tell you that your kids have to wear masks on the soccer field. That is unacceptable, it is dangerous, and we should act like it, because it is. But too few of us have responded like that.
Wait, this is some sub-zero IQ shit. What is that? Fox News won a court case by persuasively arguing that no reasonable viewer takes no shot. Actually, no shot. Wait, they actually won. They believed it. Well, I mean, they're right. Well, I mean, they're right. This makes sense. Yeah, there's nothing wrong here. Yeah. I was surprised, but now that I look at this, this is nothing wrong with this.
That coughing and choking on spit in your sleep could be sleep apnea. You should get it checked. Which
I'm built differently, I'm built differently, I'm built differently, yeah, I'm built